young Jack seems strangely agitated.
Your guardian has a very emotional nature.
This noise is extremely unpleasant. It sounds as though he were having an argument. I despise arguments of all kinds. They are always convincing, often vulgar.
It has stopped now.
I do wish he would reach some conclusion.
Oh, the suspense is terrible. I hope it will last.
Is this the handbag, Miss Prism? Examine it carefully before you speak. The happiness of more than one individual depends on your answer.
It seems to be mine. Yes, here is the injury it received through the upsetting of a Gower Street omnibus, and younger and happier again. And here is the stain on the lining caused by the temperance beverage that exploded, an incident which occurred in Leamington. And here on the lock are my initials. I had forgotten that in an extravagant mood I had them placed there. The bag is undoubtedly mine. I am delighted to have it so unexpectedly restored to me. It has been a great inconvenience being without it all of this time.
Miss Prism, more is restored to you than the handbag. I was the baby you placed inside it.
You?
Yes, Mother!
Mr. Worthing, I am unmarried.
Unmarried? I cannot deny that is a serious blow. But in any case, who has the right to cast a stone against one who has suffered? Cannot repentance wipe out an act of folly? Why should there be one law for men and another for women? Mother, I forgive you.
Oh, Mr. Worthing, there seems to be some error. There is the lady who can tell you who you really are.
Lady Bracknell, I hate to seem inquisitive, but would you mind informing me who I am?
I'm afraid the news I have to give you may not altogether please you. You are the son of my late sister, Mrs. Moncrief, and consequently Algernon's elder brother.
Algy's elder brother? Then I have a brother after all. I always knew I had a brother. Cecily, how could you have ever doubted that I had a brother? Dr. Chasuble, my unfortunate brother. Miss Prism, my unfortunate brother. Gwendolen, my unfortunate brother. You young scoundrel, Algy. You had better start treating me with more respect in future. You have never once behaved to me as a brother should in all your life.
Oh, not till today, old boy, I admit. I was a little out of practice.
My own! But what own are you? What is your Christian name now you have become someone else?
Good heavens, I'd quite forgotten that point. I suppose your decision on the subject of my name is irrevocable.
I never change except in my affections.
What a noble nature you have, Gwendolen.
And that had better be settled at once. Aunt Augusta, a moment, please. When I was placed in the handbag, had I been christened already?
Every luxury money could afford, including a christening, had been lavished upon you by your fond and doting parents.
Then I was christened. That is settled. And by what name was I given? Let me know the worst.
Being the eldest son, you were naturally christened after your father.
Yes, but what was my father's Christian name?
I cannot at present moment recall what the general's Christian name was. I've no doubt he had one. He was an eccentric, but that was in later years, brought on by marriage. an Indian climate, indigestion, other things of that nature.
Algy, can you not recollect our father's Christian name?
My dear boy, we were never even on speaking terms. He died before I was a year old.
I suppose the army list of the period would have it, Aunt Augusta.
Ah, yes. The general was essentially a man of peace, except in his domestic life. Still, I have no doubt that his name would appear in any military directory.
Oh, the army lists of the last 40 years are here. Oh, these fabulous books should have been my constant study. Now let's see. M. Generals. Malin, Maxbom, Madeley, what ghastly names they have. Migsby, Mobbs, Moncrief. Lieutenant, 1840. Captain, Lieutenant Colonel, General, 1869. Christian names, Ernest, John. Well, there you are, Gwendolen. I always told you my name was Ernest. I mean, it naturally is Ernest.
Oh, I knew the general's Christian name was Ernest. I knew I had a particular reason for disliking that name.
Ernest, my own Ernest. I thought from the first you could have no other name.
Dear Gwendolen, it is a terrible thing for a man to discover that his entire life he has been speaking nothing but the truth. Can you ever forgive me?
I can, for I feel you are sure to change.
Oh, at last, Gwendolen.
Letitia, Frederick, at last.
Oh, my own one.
My nephew, you seem to be displaying signs of triviality.
On the contrary, Aunt Augusta, I finally realised for the first time in my life the vital importance of being earnest.
And we want to turn down the music. We'd really like to turn down the music. Hey. And we'd like to call to the stage our fabulous director and co-director, Diane and Alison. To become a dreadful invalid herself. But we just want to say a huge thank you to both of you, because you've been absolutely amazing. Diane, you've had such vision, you've dragged us all together, made sure that we were on point and doing the right thing. Alison, you have fed us more gluten than any of us can take in the form of cucumber sandwiches and muffins, but also just been super amazing and so supportive. So we just got a few things to say thank you that the cast are going to bring on for you now, because we definitely practiced this earlier. Maybe we might need a few more people.
I just want to say the cast have been brilliant. I think we enjoyed it.
the heroes in the wings, the people who have been running things backstage, the people who have been, turning up to every rehearsal, making everything really smooth. And thank you guys as well for attending, because we couldn't do this without a brilliant audience. We do have one more special thank you to give. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Rich Jr.
Okay, also we would like to thank a long-term friend of the Hill Players, our set builder, Rick Curzon. So Rick's my dad. So Dad, just wanted to say thank you for your hard work and ingenuity over the years for designing and building trees, pirate ships, crocodiles, man-sized washing baskets, these lovely pillars. So thank you very much. So thank you very much.